This is FanStream Sports.
Can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
The following program is recommended for mature individuals and may contain material unsuitable for morons, cretins, and dishwipes. If you are a moron, please turn off your radio, because we don't need any more stupid, narrow-minded, pencil-neck geeks who would know the First Amendment if it came up and bit them on the butt. Thank you.
Yes! Here we go!
I guess I want to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about my pants.
Oh, yeah. Welcome into the Colby Sapp IndyCarTim Show, that show that you've tripped and fell and made a big splash in the middle of. If you would like to comment on anything that you hear in this show and you're listening to that recorded podcast, you can do so by using this particular FanStream Sports text line. It's 214-937-0569. You watching live or watching it via the interwebs and not on a pre-recorded podcast, then comment down below. We look at all the comments. We swear to God. Also, put the thumbs up on anything and everything that you see. Like the damn show. It helps the algorithm figure that one out. My name is Colby Sapp, and alongside me, the guy that's punching all the buttons and making us sound, well, halfway decent, it's one IndyCarTim. What's up, Tim?
Happy Wednesday, Colby Sapp. Unapproved nickname.
Unapproved, unofficial nickname. You know what? Ever since that one guy around here had that as his nickname, I've had people try and use that on air.
I try to do it all the time. I don't know why.
And I'm like, that's not it, dude. That's not it. That's never been an official nickname of mine. If you want to go Cheese, it's been a long time since anybody's actually called me Cheese and or Cheese Man. But if you want to do that, cool. That's been a nickname that was given to me. I didn't nickname myself that. By the way, if you do nickname yourself, then your nickname is automatically, I don't know, Queef Snort.
You're cooler than that other Cobra, the fake Cobra.
It's to each and the other. I don't really care.
You know, I worked with that other Cobra when he was just an intern at that said radio station.
Right.
And he was a douche canoe back then.
The guy that I always got compared to out of that old ticket
That
format
era. Yeah.
is a guy that I ended up working with for a little bit over at the Fan.
Kevin Blandford.
No. By the way, did quite. I used to run the hotspot, sir.
I know.
The guy is always Grego. Always got Grego.
Oh, well, of course, you were mini Grego for a long time.
So that was the one that was always pointed out. It's like, dude, you're Grego, and it's like, don't count out the A's.
Motorcycle Colby.
That's pretty much, I guess, how it was. Look, we've got a show with a bunch of crap to get to. Actually, really, really good stuff. I don't know how the kids say good stuff now, but
6'7".
No, I mean that's any stuff. I think, and you got to do your hands like this. I've realized now.
So, by the way, I've made my 17-year-old son Eli so uncomfortable lately.
Oh, with the thing?
So he and Parker, my 14-year-old, were in the living room playing their video games, making a bunch of noise. And, I'm in my office / room / love palace, trying to do work and watch football or whatever over the weekend. And I walk in there and I just poked my head around the corner and, they were like waiting for me to say something. And I said, hey, I really need y'all to quit being so mid. and then I said, that's all right. It's 6'7", whatever. And I walked away. And they were both like, just staring at me.
Uh-huh.
And I just walked back in my room, and Eli came around the corner, like almost in tears, laughing. He goes, where did you hear that? I said, hear what? And he goes, everything that you just said. Mid, 6'7". How do you know about any of that? And I'm like, talking about, man? I'm hip. I'm with it. He's like, yeah, you just lost all credibility right there.
Yeah.
Kids don't say that.
You went with hip.
Yeah.
You went with
Tip
hip.
to be square, Colby.
Yeah, well, I mean, no cap. You really should have.
But now anytime I see him or say we're in the kitchen at dinner last night, I was like, man, this pasta is going to be mid.
Right.
And I'm the one cooking it, and he goes, would you, like, he gets irritated.
Right.
When I try to be cool, I guess, and he's like, I don't know where you heard any of that. You need to stop. I said, well, it's 6-7, man. Oh, because this weekend was 6-7 weekend.
Yes, it was.
And I said that to them Friday. I was like, hey, you guys ready for 6-7 weekend? And he was just like, why? He's so annoyed.
And I explained it because this was happening actually during a game chat with the fellas as Pootie's kid. You can hear him in the background. And by the way, his kid, he's a real little dude. He sounds like what you would think like Mickey Mouse sounded like as a kid. It's just the cutest, sweetest voice you've ever heard.
Yeah.
That's what he sounds like, right? And I hear him in the background. He goes, hey, Dad. I can't even do his voice right. Justice. His dad, of course, being, the average dog running, buck hunting, dude, goes, yeah, son. He goes, you hear him go, 6-7, Dad, 6-7. Oh my God. And he's like, where the hell, what is that? What's going on? He's so concerned. It was so great. All right. So
so great.
Back to the show, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get into your Cowboys talk. Tim's going to tell us what day it is. We've got a good, bad, and the ugly for you guys. I've got a mystery shotgun that involves some gaming updates that we're all been looking forward to. And what the hell is going on in the world of Netflix? We'll try and decipher all of that. Then we've got a little college bracket talk, and then probably some news and notes to finish it off. But first, I did promise that there was the reemergence of one known as Whiskey Sapp. And it wasn't because of whiskey. It was just because I guess I had my normal attitude at a couple of grocery stores. And so I was at a particular Kroger's, and I was needing to get through this Kroger's as quickly as possible. And I had done all my shopping. And realized I was being kind of more forceful with my shopping because people were kind of moving out of my way in the aisleway. So I knew that the emergence of, as we would call my dad, my Lowe's hat.
Yeah.
My Lowe's hat was on, right? Ever my dad had his Lowe's hat on, don't get in his way, because he was going to tell somebody what he thought about him. So my Lowe's hat was properly on, and I get to the line, and normally I am the guy that just goes into the self-checkout line because I think I can do it faster than I can get out of there. Right? I had more items than one should go to the self-checkout line with. I think there's a limit, because now you're just in everybody else's way. The self-checkout line is for close to express lane usage in my book. So I see that there's a check stand that's only got one person in it. I'm like, cool. And I roll up, and it is there's a lady there that I can tell by her demeanor that she has more questions that are valid for her one item of milk that she's buying. Right. And during the middle of it, she pulls out a receipt and commences to talk to the checker about a previous time that she was at this Kroger's. I'm like, I don't need to sit here for this.
Yeah, I don't have time for this.
So as this was going on, I said, hey. Oh, I knew it was happening as soon as hey.
As soon as that comes out of your mouth, it's on.
As soon as hey comes out of my mouth, I knew, oh, well.
Hey, don't count out the A's.
That this was happening. I said, hey. And both the check lady and the lady turned around and looked at me, and I go, customer service is up there. And the lady that was checking, the checker was kind of looked down at her feet.
He's not wrong.
And the lady in front of me was now of airs that I have now offended her. And
did she call you mid?
And she did not. She did not. And she looks at me with her receipt like her receipt is now a weapon.
Right.
And she says, I've been overcharged. And I was like, that's what they're for.
You're not wrong.
And so I guess it was because of the forcefulness of my pointing and the amount of air that I was using through my vocal cords that caused her to go and folds up her receipt. I was like, this because I'm winning. So anyway, she folds
full
up
court press Colby.
She folds up her receipt and her milk is still there in a bag, right? And she's now, and I'm getting to inch forward, and she now moves over to right in front of the credit card machine to continue to fold this CVS receipt that she's gotten, that I guess the last time she bought for every restaurant in the county, because this thing was a tree.
Yeah, they
right?
all are. They all are.
And so she's rolling it and folding it, I guess, to go present it to customer service, and she won't move. I thought I've cleared the lane, but I have not cleared the lane.
That's how she's countering your forcefulness.
She is.
She's squatting.
And so instead of using my extra vocal, hey, I then went to the other side of it, which is sergeant speak.
Oh, no.
Which is not harsh words, but the tone of just directness, which doesn't need to be loud.
Right.
Right? And all I said was, you're where I need to be. She gave me a half side eye and then just steps forward. And I'm like, I might be able to get through this check stand. This is great.
Oh, my God.
It's not over. She then moves in front of the baggage area and my groceries are coming down the belt past the scanning belt to where they're getting all smushed together because there is not a person that's able to get to the baggage area, including myself. Because of her. So I tapped my card, I put in the pin, all that kind of stuff, put it back in my wallet, and now I give it 5 seconds. I didn't count to 10, but I gave it 5 seconds. And as the lady's still there, I said, I also need where you're at now.
I need to be there too.
And this got an exasperated leaving of air from this lady. And I thought, oh, she's going to open up and try and talk because now I'm ready. I'm ready to talk. You want to talk? I'm ready to talk. I've went from loud redneck to now sergeant speak.
Yep.
And if you want me to go back to loud redneck, I can get there real quick.
Oh, my God.
And I've got words. I've got new words. I have new cuss words that I haven't had a chance to use except for online, right? That's it. And I'm ready to tell this lady that her mom smells and tastes like quarters, right? It's ready to go. Quarters. It's ready to go. And that's when I get the turn and the stomp off. Not just a normal turn and walk away.
Yeah.
It is
temper tantrum.
It is temper tantrum. It is 5-year-old mad because didn't get ice cream, stomping away. And the only thing I could think of is as I noticed that this lady has a band around her ring finger, I feel sorry for that guy. That's what went through my head.
Was she very Karen-like?
She was yes, she was very Karen-like. She was very Karen-like. She was she was also tried to be stern and teacher-like at the same time. Ugh. So immediately just bad bad vibes altogether. Like, I don't know how people stand other people that are like that. Of course, there's people that can do that, and that's the reason why they're able to match up. But, man, not me. Not me, dear sweet God. And so
wow,
there is one of the appearances of Whiskey Sapp as he showed up again at a Kroger's.
How old would you say this lady was?
A little bit younger than me.
Oh, okay.
A little bit.
See, in my head, I'm envisioning some 60, 70-year-old woman.
No.
Oh, that's even worse, man.
If it was older than me,
yeah,
then it would have been more polite because respect your elders, right?
Yeah,
it would have been more polite. Plus, older than me means that you are now at the point to where maybe everybody else around you doesn't matter as much as you, right? Because of your age. I usually give that pass. But when people that are at my age are younger than me aren't respecting the people that are around them and holding, that's one of my, because I had more people behind me now, right?
Right.
It wasn't just, you weren't just holding me up. You're holding the process up. By me allowing you to continue to act like an ass, I've now put a hamper on not just my day,
right.
but everybody else's day behind me. So, yes.
Now, see, if I would have described that story with me in your shoes, I feel like I would have been described as the douche canoe.
Okay.
Just because. But you don't come off as that way. You were just irritated.
Yes.
Because she was doing something completely wrong. I might have handled it a little differently and not been quite so nice. And yeah, I'm describing what you did as nice.
Wow.
Because I know, well, I also know where your capacity is.
Right.
For Whiskey Sapp. But yeah, no, I think you handled that in the most appropriate way possible. And I might not have done that. I might have hit her with my cart.
Okay. See.
Which is the grocery store equivalent of running someone over with your car.
Right. That wasn't happening.
And I might have cussed.
That wasn't happening. And the main reason is because, like me and a 6-pack or a 4-pack, as they usually come in, of Guinness,
yeah,
don't pop the top because the rest of them's coming.
Yeah.
So I can't just hit her with my cart because now I can't start that because the rest of it's just because now it's just going to escalate.
Right.
I can't just have one drink, right? No, no. So I can't have one drink because if I have one drink, now I've got a goal, and that is to see how many of those I can fit into my body before I pass out.
Man, no, very well done on your end, Colby. I wonder if she ever got her money back.
I don't care
because you weren't dismissing her issue.
No,
you weren't telling her I don't have time for you to get your refund. You were instructing her legitimately on how the quicker way to fix that problem.
Right.
Lady, customer service is over there.
Right.
Well, I got overcharged. That's what they're for. Boom. You're trying to help her. If she didn't see it that way, that's on her.
Well, I'm sure.
I applaud you, Colby.
I'm sure she didn't see any of that way. And probably the rude guy at Kroger's was probably something in her craw for most of that night, I would imagine.
Well, you tell her to come to me.
I don't think I'm going to.
Because I guarantee you.
I think if she sees me at that same Kroger's again, I think she's going the other direction.
I would have done all of those things, and she would have said, "What's your name?" And I would have said, Colby Sapp.
You
can find me at fanstreamsports.com.
That's right. Go leave a dislike button. It's fine.
Find me on the interwebs.
Find me there.
Well done, Colby.
So there you go.
I applaud you for that.
There's my adventure into normal space, as it were.
Nice.
And so after all that's being said, now it's, of course, time for me to ask Tim. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Colby.
What day is it today, bud?
Really glad you asked me that. I scramble for more graphics on the screen here.
Love that 2025.
I mean, it's almost time to change it again,
yeah,
right?
I know. We just got it fixed.
It took me 2 years to put it to 2025.
We can't go 2 years in. We can't.
2027.
The sad thing is we didn't notice it till this year.
Till August.
Yeah.
That it said 2023 still. Oh, well, it is what it is, Colby. Colby, we're approaching the holidays.
We are.
Unfortunately. You know how I feel about the holidays.
Love Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving.
I just like eating on Thanksgiving. I don't give a crap about the holiday.
That's the only. I mean, yeah, you're supposed to be thankful for stuff, but Thanksgiving is just basically the food holiday.
Yeah, to me, Christmas is the same because Christmas ain't religious to me.
Okay,
far from it for me. We won't get into that.
No, that sounds like a bucket of worms.
It's ridiculous.
Barrel of monkeys. I don't know,
but a barrel full of worms.
Yeah.
Colby, it is, though, National Pastry Day, which has nothing to do with the holidays.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
How do you feel about pastries?
Pastries, I'm all right with. Like a good, I don't know, strudel.
Toaster strudel?
A good strudel is
Remember
good.
that commercial?
I do remember Hostess strudel.
Toaster strudel?
Or excuse me, toaster strudel.
Toaster strudel,
yeah. Which pretty much passed away because of the Pop-Tart.
Right.
Pop-Tart took it.
I love pastries. Like one of my all-time favorite things in the world is a cheese Danish.
Okay.
I love me an iced cheese Danish. So much so that on my way home, I drive through the Colony, down 423, through my old stomping grounds, where I dominated high school.
Right.
Middle school in 5th grade.
Dominated my high school, too. It was at my house.
I had actual people at my school, Colby, of the same age.
I had one other person in my graduated class.
Your sister?
No. What's up, Denise?
Denise?
Yeah.
Hey, Denise. Call me. Let's talk about high school Colby. Come on the air. Let's interview you about high school Colby.
That girl will never get in a car with me ever again.
So, Lord, that sounds like a story time with Whiskey Sapp. Can't wait to hear that one. Was she mid?
No. She was the all-star of the. Oh. Yeah, she was the all-star of pretty much everybody that hung out in the group. That was like, as long as you weren't related to her, you're like, wow, that's the one.
Huh. We definitely need to get her on the air then. I might hunt her down for your birthday next year.
I don't think you should.
Now I'm definitely going to try. As I'm trying to get Arnie for your birthday.
Oh, my God.
Trying to get the KNC boys for your birthday.
Wow.
Try to get Chris Arnold for your birthday. We're going to have a big Colby Sapp birthday bash on his birthday show next year.
Wow.
I'm already planning, Colby.
Oh, my God.
I don't even plan for birthdays. I hate birthdays. But it is National Pastry Day. Anyway, so I drive home through the Colony and here through the Colony, and they're doing some new retail construction there along 423, and I see this empty building, but I see a new sign that's up. It says Paris Bakery.
Okay.
Pretty blue Parisian font, and I'm like, oh, I like bakeries, and I like Parisian pastries. I don't really know what those are, but it sounds eloquent. Elegant?
No, you had them both right. They're both right.
I think they're both wrong.
No, they're...
Anyway. So I go home.
I'd use them both there.
I'm Googling, but apparently it's a chain, right?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And dude, but it is legit. Like when I say chain, I don't mean like they're all over. This is like the 5th one, and they're all local.
Right.
So.
Oh, yeah. Go get your Paris pastries from Texas.
From Dallas. But dude, everything, and they make everything in-house, start every morning, and a ton of breakfast stuff. They've got, crepes and stuff that you can buy and take them home or whatever. But everything's like, I saw cheese Danish, and they're big, right? $22 for a cheese Danish.
That seems like a lot.
I'm like, I can go to Nick and Sam's and get a freaking steak for a little bit more than that.
Right.
And it's not in the Colony. But I'm probably going to try it anyway. It's because I love me some National Pastry Days.
I will admit I forgot one that's not that I have to mention because it is one of my super favorites, and it's not just the toaster strudel. It's the one that I always get mixed up with the mask when I try and say it, but the baklava, not the balaclava.
Right.
Yes. That's
baklava.
Yeah, that
Greek. It's Greek.
That is my favorite.
I've had one a long time ago, the first one I ever had of baklava.
Yeah, not balaclava.
Right.
Yeah, don't get that mixed up.
That was great. It was in Colorado somewhere, oddly enough.
Oh, they can get mid on you now.
Every time I have been anywhere and tried another one, they all suck.
Right.
I've never had another one that I liked except for that very first one. Kind of like sex.
No, you've told me about some.
Or maybe
really liked.
nothing. Oh, man, I've had some really good. I've had really bad, too, Colby.
No.
I may have been the bad.
Yeah,
Maybe more than a couple at the same time. Colby, it is also, and here's where we're getting into the holidays. Today is Christmas card day.
I could totally see you being the pump, dump, and lump.
Oh, no, I'm very open about that.
Okay, all right.
There's no question. Depends on who it is. If that's the version of Tim you got, don't call me.
Yeah.
Not that you were going to, but.
Right.
Christmas card day.
I don't like Christmas cards.
I don't either.
I don't really like
understand
cards.
the point.
I don't really like cards. In fact, save your, I guess, $7 or whatever you're going to pay on a card
truth.
now. And just, like, next time, just shoot me a text message that says happy birthday or something on it.
And then Venmo me the $7 you're going to spend on my card.
Right, or keep the $7. I don't care. But the card, the Christmas card, all that, that's cool. And I'm sure that's your tradition, and that's the reason why I haven't told you to stop. But it doesn't. When I get something like that, I don't go, "Hey, cool! They thought of me solely and sent me this card." No, you know what's going through my mind? I'm in your Rolodex. I guess I should be since I know you.
Huh?
Because they just went through and like everybody that's in that wheel. Sorry for the kids that don't have Rolodexes and or wheels. Everybody that's in your contacts and your phone, they're like, yeah, send them all Christmas cards. You know what? Cool.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's not a big effect for me.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, it was a thing. My mom had she had like a drawer of cards.
Right.
Like she would see a cute card at the store or the whatever card store and just buy it. Like with no one to give it to.
Just in case.
Because she liked it.
Yeah.
And then she would put it in the drawer. And when it was time for someone, whether it's a graduation, because she gave everybody that we knew graduation cards, birthday cards, anniversaries were big cards, for couples that had anniversaries and stuff. Get well cards she was big on. If somebody's sick, you got to send them a card because that heals everything. But there's just a drawer full of them that she would just have.
Right, just in case.
And I was just like...
She was Boy Scouting it, man.
Man, she was. My sainted mother was ready for anything, except for me.
Now, what is more, I don't know, annoying about the card? Is it the card that you get that it's not funny and it's like trying to be meaningful and it's like got paragraph on the front of the card and a paragraph and it's like a sheet in the middle of it and you have to try and like I always ask myself when I open that at the end to see who sent the damn card, like who signed it.
Right.
I always wonder, did they read this whole thing?
They just thought it looked cool.
Yeah. Is it that? Or is it the card that has very little writing, but on the inside has like a note that they wrote? Now I've got to read that?
Huh. Yeah, I'm out.
Okay.
It's like, don't phone call me, just send me a text, but it better not be that long. Colby, it is also International Anti-Corruption Day.
Just today?
Just today.
Okay, so...
You can be corrupt whenever you want internationally.
It's just not today. Got it.
Just don't do it today. How about International Day of Veterinary Medicine?
Oh, the good puppies and the good kitties of the world, and probably whatever other exotic animal. Have you been on TikTok or whatever and seen all? Everybody's got different animals that I never thought you could have these animals.
Yeah,
like a house monkey. I kind of want a house monkey. I had one.
By the way, in the Department of, I guess, exotic pets, I don't know if these are exotic anymore, but ferrets. So I had one of my offspring who wasn't living with me call me a few months ago. Hey, Dad, can me and the girlfriend crash for a little while? We don't have a place to stay, which means they were evicted.
Right.
Of course. I just happened to have a room from the girl that was renting a room from me for free that I finally kicked out.
Okay, right.
So I just so happen to have an available room. Well, she moves in with the girlfriend. And I told her very explicitly, look, no pets. I don't know if you have pets. I don't know if you have dogs, cats, whatever. Because she knows how I feel about cats already. No cats in my house. I said, we already have 2 dogs. I don't need it. She said, no, we don't have any dogs. Cool. She moves in. She's there for a month. And I see her walking around the living room with this thing. I'm like, what is that? And where did you get it? Oh, I meant to tell you. We have 3 ferrets.
Okay.
Yeah, you did fail to mention that to me when I explicitly said no pets.
They don't count. They're ferrets.
They stink, by the
Right.
way.
I understand. I know this.
I said get rid of the ferrets. What do you think she hasn't done? And it's going on 5 months now.
No, you're not getting rid of the ferrets.
So one died. I didn't do it. I would have, but I didn't.
Okay.
$350 is what she spent on a vet bill for the vet to say we have to put them under.
I gotcha.
Another $350 to put the ferret down. I said, sweetheart, you could have let it die in your room and I would have buried it in the backyard for $10.
Truth.
You're not paying rent. You're not helping out with utilities. Why are you spending $700 on an animal you're not supposed to have in my house? Mind you, this is the same child who one day walks into the room. Dad, do you have a air compressor? I'm like, of course I have an air compressor.
Right.
It's in my garage.
What kind of man do you take me for?
She's like, well, the light is on, like I have a tire that's low. All right. Let's go check. So I go out there. Number one, this should have been story time. All 4 tires showing metal.
Oh, okay.
They're all bald.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? I said, none of these tires are like, you're going to die. This is when she was driving to Arlington to work every day at Six Flags. Anyway, that's a different story. So I'm like, well, which one's low? She's like, well, it doesn't say. It just has the light. So it doesn't, tell you pressures. I said, all right, well, let's check. And I said, where's your tire gauge? She's like, I don't know what that is. Now, keep in mind, I have 6 children, and I raised the majority of them, including her brother, who has all of these things and knows how to change oil, knows how to check tire. I taught them all the same exact thing. This one didn't get it.
No.
And she's like, I don't know what that is. So I go in my garage, pull out a tire gauge out of my toolbox. I said, happy birthday. This is your birthday present. Learn how to use it. I'll show you. Always have it with you. Knowing full well that it's probably in the trash the next day. Anyway, I'm checking all of these tires. One was like 16. This is a Jeep, not like a Wrangler, but like a little SUV Jeep. I don't know what it is. Like a Compass or something. So I go 16. I'll go over to that one. 28. I go to one of the back ones. 35. Ding, 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 ding. We got one that's good. I go to the driver's side rear, the left rear. 114.
What?
I said, why is this one about to explode in my face? She's like, well, it was the one I thought was low, so I just kept putting air in it, hoping the light would go off. So, of course, I got them all to 30. I think 36 was what the thing said. I showed her where to look on the car. I said, don't look at the tire.
Right.
Look inside the door. It will tell you, of course, on my Mercedes, it's inside the gas cap. But
right.
I showed her on the door. It'll tell you where to put your tire. She's like, oh, my God, I didn't know that was there. I'm like, well, it was because I showed you like 20 times when you were a teenager. Anyway, I forgot why I got off on that tangent with her. Oh, because of the animals.
Right.
So I still have 2 ferrets that I'm dealing with. By the way, my daughter's shipping off to the Army on January 11th. Her girlfriend that lives at my house with her and the 2 ferrets can't drive, doesn't have a driver's license.
Okay.
And I said, now, when you leave, they're not staying, right? She better have somewhere to go because she ain't staying here. And she's like, I don't know, we'll figure that out.
They're staying.
I'm terrified, Colby.
They're staying.
I'm not freaking driving her around. Ain't happening.
You've now got ferrets to deal with.
I'll shoot them. What gun would kill a ferret? Think a BB gun would kill a ferret?
I don't know. First of all, don't kill
Poison.
ferrets. Yeah, don't do that either.
Poison.
Don't.
The ice cube on the slingshot.
See,
There's no evidence.
I don't.
Right in the skull.
Are you trying to do the frozen bullet thing?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't recommend.
I hate ferrets.
You know what? You can. It's your right to. But, yeah, don't go kill the ferrets.
National Opal Apples Day.
Opal apples?
Have you ever seen an opal apple? They're yellow.
I have seen an opal apple.
Never heard of this.
Also, by the way, Opal was the name of my Meemaw. Her name was.
I always thought that was a pretty name.
So.
I always thought opal. So not Opal's apples.
Right. It was Opal Lavoie.
Oh, that's cool.
Or Lavoie.
Lavoie. So you do have some French blood in you.
So.
Colby, it is also National Techno Day.
You know what?
We go clubbing?
As far as the Mortal Kombat techno,
Yeah.
that was always my favorite.
I still don't know anything about Mortal Kombat.
That was always my favorite.
And then finally, Colby, we might have broken the record
Uh-oh.
for the longest day or number of words in the day.
Holy crap.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
I love to count.
Are you ready?
I am.
Now, it's a meaningful cause,
Okay.
but I feel like it's too long. It is International Day of... Oh, we're in trouble.
Yes, we are.
Okay. International Day of Commemoration and Dignity of the Victims of the Crime of Genocide and the Prevention of this Crime.
You know what? They had to do that because you couldn't go National Genocide Day. Right? You couldn't do that. So,
No, couldn't. Oh, my God.
As proper,
But 21 words?
you could probably found some place to shorten it, but I think their fear was if they left off too many words, then people would be like, wait, what are we celebrating? What's going on?
International Day of Commemoration and Dignity of the Victims of the Crime of Genocide and the Prevention of this Crime. We have crime twice.
Yeah, okay. You can't leave out the prevention of it because you want
No.
to stop it, and you want to leave them their dignity.
I guess.
So yeah, I mean, I feel like there was a group of people in a room that was trying to come up with this name, and that's what they ended up
I think
with.
they were drunk.
Because it wasn't just like one person. One person would have found a way to shorten it. No, it was a group of people.
You think it was longer and they had to shorten it?
No, I think the group of people caused it to be longer. I think somebody had an idea, and then everybody had a word that they fought for to get in there.
Oh, Lord.
So there's like 10 other people.
What are we doing here?
So it was like 10 or 11 words long, and it got 10 more words added to it because they also needed these words to be added to it.
God almighty.
I think this was a grouping.
Nothing
Nothing good comes from more than a grouping of people.
No.
Survey says it's wrong.
Jesus.
It's wrong.
And then, Colby, real quick, we have to go around our national concert calendar because that became my favorite thing from last week's show.
Okay, do it.
Colby, at 9 p.m. tonight at the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, Tennessee,
Okay.
Old Number One at 50, celebrating the spirit of Guy Clark featuring Verlin Thompson and Sean Camp.
Sean Mellencamp?
Apparently so.
Okay.
Is that Sean Lennon's brother?
I don't know.
Colby.
It was John Mellencamp's brother, Sean.
Sean Lennon. In New York at the Stephen Sondheim Theater.
I don't want to go there.
And we had them last week. It's And Juliet.
Still forgot about Romeo.
Poor Romeo.
Probably better than
And
Ezra, though.
apparently And Juliet is famous and popular because also in Rochester, New York at the West Her Auditorium Theater at West Her Performing Arts Center. I feel like we need to shorten that name.
West Her?
Herr.
Okay.
At 7:30 tonight, And Juliet.
All right.
At Sioux City, Iowa Tyson Event Center at 7 o'clock tonight, Colby. It is the 2025 NAIA Volleyball National Championship. I bet there's going to be some short shorts in that Gymnasium.
Probably.
I might have to get to Sioux City, Iowa tonight.
Probably.
And then I think this is incorrect.
Uh-oh. Found a fallacy.
I found a phallic symbol.
Okay.
Because we have on our calendar under sports at 5 o'clock at Petco Park in San Diego, California, they have listed 2025 NLCS home game 3.
I don't think that's happening. I don't think
I don't think that's tonight, right?
It can't be. You may want to go change that. Somebody want to notify their
don't show up.
Their social media.
Don't show up.
That might be incorrect.
Colby, at the Daryl Roth Theater in New York, at 7 o'clock, it is 44 the Musical.
I'm out.
I think that's about Obama, right?
I don't.
44.
I don't want to go to a musical. Like you could have said any title. You could have said a cool title. You could have been like, Blade the musical.
What if I said Ginger the Musical?
Okay, if it's just that's a concert. You've now that's what that's called. It's
not a musical.
Yeah, it's not a musical anymore.
What if they're doing a play and they start breaking out into a song?
Okay, if they get up there and like Vlad and Tatiana and Eugene are all like, and now we're going to act. I don't know.
Oh, you would be into that.
I mean, I'd be into it. More than likely, it's a spinoff of Nightmare Before Christmas in some way, shape, or form. That's just what I imagine. Everybody in just like in skeletons dancing around claymation.
Oh, Lord.
Now I want to see this. I want to see this more than anything.
Colby, in Akron, Ohio at the Goodyear Theater at 7:30 p.m., a Charlie Brown Christmas.
Okay, I don't want to see that acted out.
In Berwyn, Illinois at Fitzgerald's Sidebar.
Now, wait. At the Charlie Brown Christmas, are they all wearing like are they like, is it supposed to be live action Charlie Brown, or are they going to do mascot
I believe
heads?
it is just like a music presentation, like of an orchestra or something.
Okay, so it's not them
It just
running
says
out
music.
in like Six Flags mascot heads.
That would be funny.
That would be.
And then bikini bottoms?
I don't know. Why would you? No.
I'm into that. A bunch of hot-bodied chicks in Charlie Brown heads, but bikinis?
No. I don't.
No?
No.
Oh, I'd be into that. Colby in Berwyn, Illinois at Fitzgerald's Sidebar at 5:30 p.m.
Now Larry's got a nice place, doesn't he?
Does, in Illinois of all places. A Charlie Brown Christmas happy hour featuring the Kevin Fort Trio.
Is it Kevin Forte?
Nope, just F-O-R-T.
Okay.
And then finally, Colby, 7:30 p.m. tonight at the Matthews Theater in Princeton, New Jersey. Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol.
I'm out.
What did Carol ever do to Charles Dickens? That's what I would like to know.
Well, you know.
I don't understand some of these holiday things, except for Christmas, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I would think. Yeah, we should have a Christmas Carol Burnett. That's what should have been a show.
Love Carol Burnett.
Yeah,
that show was funny.
It was.
Tim Conway and Harvey Korman.
Conway and anything. Gotta love Dorf.
Just the way he made Harvey Korman crack up all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That's some of the greatest. That's some of my greatest childhood comedy was the Carol Burnett show. I love that. I
Good
get
times.
nostalgic. Good
times had by all. Is that what day it is today, Tim?
And that's what day we were.
All right. So now it's time for another transfer of energies, as it's time to get into the Colby Sapp and IndyCarTim
Sports Report.
The Dallas Cowboys went and played the Detroit Lions, and we had stupidity happen on the field as we found out that if you just play the short game versus the Dallas Cowboys, the linebackers, and particularly one linebacker, I think the other linebackers were doing okay, particularly just one linebacker.
Can we even call him a linebacker at this point?
I barely call him a football player at this point. Was pretty much after watching the tape, the sole reason, because it was closer than what it felt like most of the game.
Yeah.
The sole reason why your Dallas Cowboys didn't walk out of Detroit with the win can be pretty much laid at the feet of one Murray, Kenneth Murray. By God, that was bad. Now, I know a lot of the game, and even like after it, where like Sherm was going after Pickens about a few plays that it looked like he took off and whatever, or maybe he was holding the ball out. And I have to tell everybody this. This is the exact way that he's been playing all season. This is the exact holding the ball out willy-nilly and all of this. And when he sees that he's double covered or whatever, soft playing it and then going aggressively for the ball, that's what he's done all season. And nobody has said a damn word, okay? I know what you saw on the slow-mo on the comeback route, but that was a good play by the DB. And also, that was how George has played that same route this whole season. Shut your face. Okay? If you loved the games to where he pretty much outdid every receiver on the field, then understand he didn't change his game. The game adapted to him. Now he has to change again. But for that game, that was exactly how he's been playing that route. You're like, you need to run faster and harder. He hasn't done it all season, and it's worked.
Yep.
So please, I know there'll come a time, because the past has proven that there'll come a time to where you'll get upset at this again, right? Or he's turned a new leaf, and we just all have to adjust. That could be it too. But that game, when you score almost 40 points in an away game, is not the game you should go after anybody on the offense. It's all on the defense. Dear sweet God, everybody that's trying to target Pickens, this ain't the time. Nope. This ain't the game. Please shut the hell up, and thank you.
And when you're the worst player,
yeah,
on what is the worst performing defense in a while that we've seen here.
Right. That's saying something.
When you can be singled out as the biggest problem on a defense with 11 problems.
Right.
That's not good, buddy.
When I can go play after play after play after play of you being on the field, and every single time, there's even a play, sweet Jesus, there's a play to where it looks like he's pointing that he knows the play that's about to happen.
Right.
He is pointing knowing that there's about to be a screen, and he's letting everybody know that this is what he reads. And somehow, knowing the play that is about to happen, he still ends up in the wash. What? You diagnose that play correctly, and you end up in the wash. I don't understand. I'm not saying get rid of this guy. I am saying maybe have somebody else in place of him as the starter, please. Or the second guy. Put him on special teams. I'm sure he's good at something. Yeah. But during that game, he was not good. He was not good at all.
No, it was certainly a regression from what we talked about last week, when all we did was praise the defense.
Oh, yes, we were having some good times talking about how, man, maybe we shouldn't let go of Matt Eberflus.
I'm not sure I was ever there.
I was in a maybe camp.
You were.
I was in the maybe camp. Not anymore.
And
you ain't got to go, but you can't stay here.
This was a situation on defense against the Lions where I think for the first time all season, I thought that Schottenheimer was outcoached.
Okay.
Like badly outcoached.
Okay.
And I don't know, and I don't ever want to say like the team didn't look ready to play. I thought they looked ready to play. This was a matter of maybe a bad game plan. I'm talking defensively too.
Yes.
A bad game plan defensively, questionable play calling offensively, and Dak not having his best game. It was just a bad combination of factors.
Now, I will say this. I thought that this game had the proclivity to end up being a CeeDee Lamb all-time great game.
Yeah.
Because it was setting up to like CeeDee had the foothold, right? And then you lost CeeDee. And I think that was a lot of it. Because if 88 stays on the field during that game, there also might be a little bit better outcome. I don't know if it can overcome the Murray, but it would have had a shot.
Yeah, and you saw a game where I think for the first time this year you might have seen some of the old George Pickens.
Yeah.
Some Pittsburgh George Pickens.
I don't think you saw it, but go ahead.
Well, a hint
that was my whole rant. This is what he's been playing like all season.
I know. But production-wise.
Okay, yes.
5 catches, 37 yards.
You're going to have an off game every once in a while.
No, you are. And he had a couple of drops.
Yep.
Which he hasn't been an issue. My bigger issue, though, with him was his body language. When I say this was a Pittsburgh version of George Pickens, body language, I saw him taking less than stellar efforts on plays where he wasn't going to get the ball.
Right.
Which I haven't seen all year. So I don't know what was going on in his head, but this, to me, was a lot of the George Pickens I saw in Pittsburgh that I did not want here. Does that mean moving forward that's going to be an issue? I don't think so. But it came at the worst possible time because when CeeDee Lamb goes down, by the way, 6 catches, 121 yards.
Yeah.
Do you need Ryan Flournoy to be your next man up? Because that's what happened with 9 catches, 115 yards.
Well, I mean, you got to throw it to somebody.
Jake Ferguson outgained George Pickens.
Now, there is some words we might need to start having with Ferg. Hey, dude, how about you hold on to that football, brother?
Man, he had some very he had an uncharacteristic game, first of all.
I feel like every once in a while I'm starting to see
it's happening too often.
That the ball squirt out of the Ferg hand.
Fumbles and drops.
Yeah.
You can't have that with your tight end, and he's certainly shown signs of that.
Now, that one, whatever it was, offensive pass interference that was called.
That was ridiculous.
That gave me diarrhea.
At the very worst, so bad. Or at the very best, however you want to word it, that was a no call on either player, I thought.
Right.
It was not, I didn't see defensive, I didn't see offensive.
I mean, when I saw it, I was like, that's kind of a light defensive pass interference, right. But I'll take it.
But you don't, but I wouldn't call that something like that on the defense. But how do you call it on the offense?
I have no idea.
And that was a game changer.
It was. Gave me diarrhea.
Yeah.
Gross.
A lot of that game gave me diarrhea.
Now, with all of that being said, we did have a gift handed to your Dallas Cowboys.
Before we move on to that, can I just say one more thing?
Yes, you can.
I am 100% unequivocally done with Kevontae Turpin. I do not want him anywhere near the football on the field the rest of the year.
Okay, well,
put his ass on the bench, and I mean even returning kicks. These phantom fair catch calls, I don't know where he learned this, where he was coached up on this, but it has cost his team now in 2 consecutive games with a phantom fair catch call, and then you run with the ball.
Right.
He's done that twice in consecutive games. Most people don't do that once in a career. And he's done it twice.
I don't like it, but if you're trying to get away with something, I'm for it.
But it's too big of a risk, man, because if you don't, especially when you're going to do it inside the 15, and by the way, the next 2 plays, you get a safety.
Right.
Because of that. Because you were backed up to your goal line.
Did it count as a safety, though?
It was a safety.
I mean, it didn't count as a safety.
It didn't, but it was.
It didn't count.
You know what? I looked at that so many times, and at first I was like, no, because it was a weird angle, remember?
Yeah.
I was like, no, it didn't touch the goal line. But, man, the more I looked at it, I'm like, all right, we might have gotten away with one there. I'll take it.
I mean, I was watching it, and I was like, it can go either way.
Yeah, I know.
It can go either
way. Yeah, we got a huge gift last night. By the way, I will say this. And any Cowboys fan probably feels this way. Colby, you might feel this way. There's one team as a Cowboys fan I hate more than any other team in the NFL.
Yes.
And it's not close.
It's not.
Like the other two division opponents, whatever.
Kind of hope they do all right.
But the Eagles,
I hate them.
I wish misery, pain, and suffering for anyone that plays for the Eagles, and that includes their quarterback. And last night on Monday Night Football, on Monday Night Football, we got to see Jalen Hurts finally act like Jalen Hurts.
This is good times. It's good times. Now, I will tell you, out of the Philadelphia Eagles players, that I never have liked Jalen Hurts. And also, I don't like your head coach. The other people that are on the team, for the most part, they're just on the wrong team.
Hate them all.
They're just on the wrong team. But I don't know what it is about Jalen Hurts that turns me wrong, but it does.
It's the same thing as the coach, as Nick Sirianni. He's got the most punchable face of any player or coach in the NFL.
Nick Sirianni has a quadruple punchable face.
Oh, God, I want to kick him in the teeth.
And the arm the other coach does when they score, it's the bro bar or whatever you call it.
So ridiculous.
Makes me want to come through my TV screen and just break out a tire iron and go Tanya Harding style on everybody, right?
So annoying.
That's annoying. And Jalen Hurts, I don't know if it's just because he always looks like he's miffed.
Yeah.
And he's better than everybody else out there. I think that may be it. But that irritates me. Like, Saquon Barkley does a commercial. I'm like, oh, look, it's Saquon. He's kind of happy.
It's hard to hate Saquon Barkley.
Looks like he'd be a fun dude to hang out with.
But he wears an Eagles uniform, and
the rest of those
makes
guys,
it easy.
But yeah, those two, no. So we did get a gift, and it was presented to us by the San Diego Chargers.
Los Angeles.
No, it'll always be San Diego.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Just cause.
Well, they were in Los Angeles before they went to San Diego.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had some people tell me, well, because that's their original home. I'm like, no, it's really not. They were in L.A., and then they went to San Diego.
No, I know it's not their original home.
All right.
So
that's like the $25 bet I won in the bar the other night when I heard I knew they were 20-somethings arguing about what team drafted Shaquille O'Neal.
The Magic?
One was saying the Lakers, and the other one said the Heat, and they were arguing about it.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, hey, guys, y'all are both wrong. No, who do you think drafted him? I'm like, well, I don't think. Like, I know because I watched it. I remember. Was it the Lakers or the Heat? I was like, neither. And I said, what's the bet? What are y'all betting each other? They're like $25. I said, well, all right. Well, if I'm right, y'all give me $25 each. And they agreed 25 total, right?
Okay.
So they weren't very confident, apparently. But yeah, I just said, looking at them, I was like, it was the Orlando Magic. And they both busted out laughing. I said, get out your little Google machine. Get out your ad machine right there and just look it up. Hey, Google, who drafted Shaquille O'Neal? And sure enough, they were like,
Orlando Magic. Right.
Dude, how did you know that? I'm like, because I'm not 20 years old.
I was there. I seen it happen. So, at any rate, the Los Angeles Chargers and Justin Half-Baked ran out there and got the job done. Way to go.
I mean, he did go to Oregon, so.
Way to go. Also, thanks for giving us the play of one Jalen Hurts throwing an interception and then fumbling on the same play. That's amazing. That's amazing to me.
Yeah, I tweeted out when that play happened, and I was like, Jalen Hurts just got credited with an interception and a fumble on the same play. And that was like Keystone Cops on that whole play, right? The interception, then that fumble, and then the recovery by Hurts, and then he fumbled. And then I was just praying that ball didn't go out of bounds before that Chargers player jumped on it, man.
It's because, the main reason why I thought I love that this has happened is Jalen Hurts was being interviewed before one of the games. And the reporter was like, so you're going up against a defense that's pretty good at turning the ball over. And his answer was, we don't turn the ball over.
Yeah, he's like, we don't. I do. But we don't.
We don't turn the ball over.
The tool, man. I can't stand him.
Ah, jerk. So there you go. So this adds up to now. Basically, you look at that Eagles schedule, and with how that it seems like the Eagles are not, I wouldn't call them a free fall just yet, but it seems like some of the air's been let out of their tires.
Yeah, so the Eagles have left on their schedule this year the Raiders.
That's a minor league football team.
In Philly. But wouldn't it be just like Pete Carroll, though, to come into Philly and win? And then they are at Washington, and it looks like Jaden Daniels is going to be out for the rest of the year as he re-injured that elbow that bent backwards.
Right. But you have the Mariota.
Man, Mariota's been pretty good for them, so that's not a bad thing. At Buffalo.
There's one of your L's.
On December 28th.
There's one of your L's that you need to happen.
And then back at home against Washington.
So what you're hoping for, if you're the Cowboys fan, you're hoping for that at Washington to not go so well, and you're wondering if that at Buffalo don't go so well.
For the Cowboys, you of course host Minnesota. Minnesota, don't you know?
It better be good there.
And then, let's see. No, that is home against Minnesota, and then home against the Chargers that we just saw with the Bobby A. Bear quarterbacks.
Right.
And then at Washington, then at Giants for Dallas.
You needed one of those two games, either the Lions or the Chargers, to be a W in your court.
I still think Dallas beats the Chargers.
So, let's go.
So
let's go.
You've got the Eagles at 8-5, Cowboys 6-1. And you need a lot of things to fall the right way for you to win the division. But, man, the way the Eagles looked last night, I will tell you this. I took great pleasure in listening to some Philadelphia radio today.
Did you?
And I went back and listened to some of the Eagles post-game show from last night, this morning. Dude, they are done with Jalen Hurts. They are done.
Wow.
They have turned on him so hard. Like fans calling in, obviously the blowhard Philly hosts.
Right.
The guys that do, I don't know who they are, their names, but the guys that do, and it's funny.
Nick and Gino here with your Philadelphia Sports Talk.
The Cowboys,
didn't make them
I think, post-game show on the Fan.
Yeah.
It's pretty, I think, neutral, right? If the Cowboys have a bad game, they call it out. They'll analyze. Broadus does really well with that.
Well, you sucked.
Calling it out, and actually analyzing things.
Right.
Listening to the Eagles post-game show on their radio station on WIP, it's just like a midday talk show is all it is. There's no analyzing anything. It's, these guys suck.
I can't believe it.
It's all it is. And, man, it was all directed at Jalen Hurts. And I took great pleasure in listening to them turn on him. And in my brain, I'm like, you guys just won the Super Bowl.
Right.
And you've been to 2 in the last 3 years. And you're turning this quickly on the guy that got you there. I mean, he does suck.
Yeah. I love that because they can't have anything nice.
Yeah.
They can't have anything nice, and I love it.
I love when Philadelphia fans are in misery. It's so great. And you know what? If the Cowboys aren't going to win the division, and I don't think they are, I want to see Philly go into the playoffs and just get obliterated in the first round like they did a couple years ago by the Bucs. That 31-9 romping at Raymond James.
Well, right now we are teetering. We are teetering on the possibility of the first time in a long-ass time of the NFC East division champs to be the same team.
A repeat NFC East champ. Well, the last team was Philly. Back when they won 4 straight, when they went to 4 straight NFC title games, right? With McNabb and Andy Reid. But
that was the last time. And you know what? Not ready to give it to them now.
And that was like, 02, 03, I think, were the last 2 years, and they won 4 straight. But, yeah, I'm not ready to give it up. And, I'm hopeful, but other things tell me differently. Had the Cowboys beat the Lions, I'd probably be full on board. It's happening.
Right.
But I don't know, man.
It's going to be sad, though, if you end this season at 10-6-1 and you don't end up with a wild card or a playoff berth.
Yeah.
That's 10-6 used to be the thing that would get you in, and you still only got 6 losses on the – yeah. That's going to suck. All right, coming up next, we're going to do a little good, bad, and the ugly. We're going to do a little Colby Sapp's Mystery Shotgun. May have time to do a little college football talk. That's all coming up on the Colby Sapp and IndyCarTim Show.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hey, folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. What is turf life? It's pretty much if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things? To showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Although it may seem tempting to go without health care insurance, the financial risk far outweighs the gain you may experience. For example, did you know if you simply broke your leg, it could cost you nearly $7,500? Put on top of that a hospital stay, you could be looking at $10,000 to $15,000. Ensuring that you don't go uncovered is so important, as according to CNBC, high medical bills are the highest contributing factor to why Americans end up taking money out of their retirement savings, or worse, find themselves filing bankruptcy. So go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. Now, depending on your income, you can get plans for zero premium. Our experts will guide you through the process effortlessly. They will shop many plans and find the one that's right for you. I called and I have full health coverage through Florida Blue for zero monthly premium. It's a free call. So why go uncovered? It's a huge risk. Go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. That's 800-669-1505.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to the Colby Sapp IndyCarTim Show right here on Fan the Stream the Sports. I'm IndyCarTim. That is Colby Whiskey Sapp, because Whiskey Sapp was resurrected.
Yeah, made an appearance.
Yeah.
That's not good for everybody, by the way.
Oh, I think it's wonderful, Colby. I can't be the only douche canoe on this show.
There's still stories that rotate around up there at that 105.3 The Fan of Whiskey Sapp doing Whiskey Sapp things. And occasionally they make their way onto the air again to be retold. And just know that I know that person exists inside of me and comes out every once in a while.
Love it.
So there you go.
Sorry I missed it. We should have been grocery shopping together.
You know what? That'd have made it more awkward for you.
It would be awkward.
It'd have been more awkward for you.
I would have jumped in the middle of it and said, "Lady, do you know who you're talking to over here?" Oh, it would have been so great.
Hilarious. Well, everybody else that's been in that situation, including Kevin Hagelin and Corey Majors, have been in presence of when Whiskey Sapp makes his appearance. They've left with stories, but in the moment, they didn't feel right about life. Just saying that.
Yeah, that's true.
So there you go.
I can relate to a little bit of that.
As the discussion is, I got pissed off at a red arrow in Arizona one time.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
What did that arrow do to you?
Well, I was going to turn because why would you have an arrow that was red but it pointed you in the direction to go? It was a turn signal arrow. And it was a red arrow.
Okay, what's it supposed to be?
Just a red light.
Well, if it's in the turn lane, specifically for the turn lane, it's going to be an arrow, not a light.
No, it's going to be a light.
Because then the people at the light think it's for them if it's not an arrow.
No, just be a light. Tell me to stop. Don't tell me to, red that way. Stupid.
I think that would be more confusing. Did you yell at the light?
I did.
Did you win the argument?
They turned green after we were all the way into the intersection. Corey and Kevin nearly messed themselves.
Oh, no.
Because I got pissed off at the red arrow.
Oh, y'all were all in the same car?
We are. They let me drive.
Oh, well, that's their fault, clearly. Was this on a road trip?
It was. We were in spring training.
Oh, my God, in Surprise?
Yeah.
Y'all were surprised, all right.
There's a few things from that trip that made the all-time K&C
What year
story
was this?
list. Oh, Jesus. I don't remember.
Y'all didn't make a lot of those trips, did you?
We didn't make a lot of them,
Yeah.
no. But that was one of them.
We need to talk Gani Gerber into letting us all go out to spring training.
I'll just end up with more stories.
Can you imagine? I feel like those stories would go better on our airwaves than on Intercom's airwaves.
You know what? Maybe, because more of the story would be able to be told.
Yeah, we could know better things.
Yeah, so a little bit more background information.
So Colby and I have made the executive decision to forego everyone's third favorite segment on the show, Good, Bad, and Ugly.
Correct.
Because no one really has a birthday today.
I mean, there's people, but
you want to read them real quick so we can give them their due?
I mean, there are a couple of people that we need to tell about. Deacon Jones passed away in 2013.
Football player, Colby.
Dick Butkus.
Football player, Colby.
Yep. Kirk Douglas.
118 years old.
Kurt Angle. Wrestler.
Okay.
John Malkovich.
He's not dead.
He's not dead, no, but John Malkovich.
How old is he?
72.
Remember that movie where those people were in his brain?
Yeah, because they were being John Malkovich?
Yeah.
Dude, first of all, I think every movie he's in, no matter if I like the movie or not, I'll still like his character.
Yeah, I love this character in the Red movies.
Yes. Michael Dorn.
Oh,
73. Yep. Judi Dench.
Dame Judi Dench.
Yes. And Trey Cool, 53 years old.
Trey is
drummer for Green Day.
Oh, gross. All right, there you go. There's your good, bad, and ugly.
One of the better punk drummers to ever live, though.
All right.
Really good at his craft.
They had like 3 good songs.
I mean, I know Billy did a lot of his singing like he was from England, and he wasn't.
Were they not from England?
No.
I don't know anything about them.
He wasn't.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything I want?
That's pretty much it.
I feel like I do it better than him.
You don't.
By the way, there's only words I know.
Okay.
Oh, sometimes I whatever. I don't want to go over Green Day.
So there you go.
Their uncomfortably named album, Dookie.
Was a great album. It was a great album.
Had a couple of good songs on it.
It was a great album.
I'm surprised that you like them.
That was
before your metal days.
That was in between. That was one of the few punk bands that I liked right off the bat. It's like, all right, I like them, and then they got too overplayed, and then I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, they did get a lot. Their coolest offer to society was the Godzilla song.
Okay.
Which was a regular song. I forgot what the name of it was. But then when the Godzilla movie came out, they put the Godzilla roar, howl, growl, whatever behind it.
Right.
That version was cool. But I don't remember what song it was.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
It's the one that goes, "Jijit, jijit, 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 jijit."
Okay, yes.
I forgot the name of that
song. Yes.
Anyway, they did when the Godzilla movie came out, like in the late 90s or mid 90s or whatever it was, mid. They put the Godzilla. It was on the soundtrack with the Godzilla scream behind it and stuff. It was cool. Like I like that version.
Well, that's a cool song anyway. Now I will tell you that movie was bad.
Yeah,
it was real bad.
Yeah,
and they wanted to have Godzilla babies.
Who was in that one? That was the.
Was that Broderick?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think that was.
And Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it was supposed to be a take on what if Godzilla looked a lot more like the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park.
Right. Yeah, no, it was bad.
That's basically what happened.
That was bad. So that is the beginning of your college football talk, boys and girls.
Yeah, that's not, as it's now time for me to do a little mystery shotgun before we get into college football.
Mystery shotgun.
Yep. Ah, yes. Welcome into Colby Sapp's Mystery Shotgun. I am your host, Colby Sapp, along with Pod Racer Tim. Things going on in the world of gaming real quick, as we have 2 updates that are happening this week, by the way. Actually, one is happening right now if you go on to your little page there on your PlayStation or your PC or even your Xbox. If you do this today, this Wednesday, right now, go on to your Rockstar page, you will notice that the update is up for Grand Theft Auto
6?
5.
Oh.
There is an update that if you are a Grand Theft Auto story fanboy, this update will involve Michael from the main game is making his way into GTA. This is Michael's first appearance into GTA Online, where he's involved with the Mansions update, which we don't still know what's happening with it because I haven't booted the game up yet. But seeming like that really crappy update we got with the storefront businesses was supposed to also be an addition to this update, which is the Mansions update, which will now enable your GTA Online character to own mansions, but also get into business with Michael. So
I have a question, Colby.
Yes.
So do these updates, are they not automatic? Like I don't just log into the game and the update's there?
Yeah, you'll update and you'll log on to your PlayStation 5. And when it updates, there'll now be new stuff that go with on your GTA map, basically. There'll be new things that are there that you will be excited about. This is probably what.
So I don't have to like do anything special.
No,
just go to online because I always go to free play.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So what you, of course, will do is make sure your online game, which it won't let you play if you're not up to date on the latest updates that have happened.
Right.
It'll be like you don't have
Gotcha.
the right whatever. So, but when you go there'll be new sequences, new everything, new cars, and this is touted from a lot of the guys that are in the GTA that are saying that this will be the biggest update and change to GTA Online since the since the oh my God, my brain just fried. My brain just fried. You go to the island and you steal the item Cayo Perico.
Cayo Perico.
Holy crap, my brain died.
By the way, I bought a submarine and I've never used it.
You should, well,
I don't know how.
You're going to make me have to boot this game up.
I keep getting the message from the guy saying, "Hi, Captain, I'm ready for you," but I don't know where to go to find my submarine.
Okay, let me, real quick. Sorry, everybody.
I don't know what to do.
Real quick. You pull up your service vehicles list, middle button,
Okay.
manage vehicles,
Okay.
service vehicles.
I've never seen that, but okay.
It's there.
Okay.
And you call your Kasatka.
Okay.
And then you go out to your Kasatka and get in it.
So it's just in the ocean, like on the beach?
When you spawn it, it'll try and spawn as close to you as possible.
Oh, okay.
But you're
All
being
right.
on land, you'll probably need to get a boat and or a helicopter to get out there.
Still a jet ski?
Still a jet ski.
Okay, like I didn't know if it was just in a dock somewhere. I had to go find it. I didn't know that I had to order it.
It's not like the yacht, because the yacht's always out. Like my yacht, when my character's out, it's always out, right?
Right.
It's not like that.
Okay.
So
I want to buy a yacht too.
I mean, you don't.
Oh, I don't?
You don't really need to.
Oh, okay.
The missions on the yacht are kind of meh.
We made me buy an airplane hangar that I've never been back to in like 4 months.
Because you didn't do the actual mission. I kept telling you when it was double money, it was like, dude, go do the missions. It's double money. The heist that goes along with the airplane hangar.
Oh, I don't know what any of that is.
Oh, God, I hate you so much because you don't read you're like G. You don't read your screen.
I do, but it never says anything.
You have to hit buttons to make it come up.
I have to go look for information.
Yes.
Okay, see, I don't like that. I don't want to look for information. I want it to be fed to me.
It's not. It's an open world game. It's not going to tell you the next thing you need to do because you can literally do anything you want.
There should be a button that I can push that says, "Go do this heist."
No.
And then I'll go do that heist. Because I don't even know what heists are available.
The ones you can do solo are pretty much the Cayo Perico. You can do that solo.
Oh, you can?
Yes.
And that's what I need the sub for, right?
Yes. You can do the Cayo Perico.
I've done that with y'all.
You can do the Titan job solo.
What about the casino one?
You need at least one more person to do it.
I don't like
and
people.
Unless you have paintings and somebody and both of you know how to do the locks really good, or the hacks for the locks really good, then you probably need 3 at least for all of them.
Jesus, I don't know 3 people.
So if you got online and you see my daughter online, then she is pretty good at those she's almost as good as me at them damn heists. So go ahead and call her out. So yes, the Mansions update for Grand Theft Auto is happening today. You guys need to get on that. Now, the thing that we don't know if it's happening or not is tomorrow. And that is with Take-Two, and that is with Borderlands 4, as we're waiting on the Invincible boss.
Ooh.
And also with the Invincible boss comes, if you made it all the way to Ultimate Vault Hunter 5, you'll now get a chance to play Ultimate Vault Hunter 6, which means that the enemies get even tougher.
Right.
And there's 2 dates that this could happen on, because God help the people over at Borderlands and those guys, if they were to actually tell us when things are happening, that would surely help. It's either going to be the 11th, which is tomorrow, or the 18th that this thing is happening on.
Okay.
I'll tell you why I think it's the 11th, and it's probably going to be the 18th, but here's my thinking. The people over at Borderlands, the people over there that run the whole game, usually take a holiday break, and they usually take it around the Friday after the 18th, which would be the 19th. If this update comes out on the 18th and it has the same kind of troubles with the patch that their past updates have had, to where they've had to go quick fix some stuff, they're going to, if they're all out on the 19th, they're going to have to call people back in to make this hot fix, which will make it probably last a couple of days longer with whatever glitch that happens. So because of that, look for your Borderlands update to happen on the 11th. So if there's a hot fix that's needed, they have time to fix it before they go leave to celebrate whichever holiday they are at the end of the year. So that's my reasoning. So, and once the update's up, I'll play it. I'll let you guys know what I think about it. It better be good. It better be better than the past couple of updates that we've got. The Christmas one was okay. Thank you for giving that to us free, even though it was originally supposed to be paid content, because you didn't have enough in the update to actually make it worth our while. So you're like, well, you can just have it. Thanks. We appreciate that. Now, please, God Almighty, fix some of the issues that I've ranted and raved about. So please do that. The game is wonderful. Almost got 1,000 hours in that stupid
Every
game.
time I log into my PlayStation, which is usually late at night, as I try to get in a few minutes before I go to bed, I'll always go down to see who's online, because I have like 3 friends. You and your crew, right?
Right.
And then one of my kids. And it's always Colby's on Borderlands.
Yes.
I'm like, what is he doing?
I'm farming. I'm farming for weapons, Tim.
Still don't know what that means.
Trying to get the right rolls on my weapons. Hoping for Jacobs and Daedalus parts. Because all the rest of the rolls on most of the other guns are doo-doo. Hey, Gearbox, fix that. Make the other parts of the guns actually worth something. Well, and Torque Sticky. But the Hyperion, every time I get a Hyperion roll on my weapon that just gives it a shield that does absolutely nothing, just don't have it. Just throw it away. It's doo-doo. Stop it from existing. Give me more chances to get Jacobs rolls. Crap. Okay, so we've got all that out of the way. By the way, hoping this Invincible boss is awesome, and it's actually hard because I've made all my characters to where pretty much nothing in the game's hard anymore. Everything's pretty much one shot, and they're all dead. We make our way into actual entertainment news, Tim, as Netflix is trying to do something crazy.
Yes, they are.
They are trying to purchase HBO Max and basically ending one of its, I wouldn't call them a threat to the Netflix throne. Like, you think that the threats like Hulu and then Netflix, those are kind of your
I would think Hulu, yeah.
2 threats. I don't think HBO Max is really worrying about, threatening anybody over there with their things that they have. But adding what they have to Netflix, as a DC fan,
so what we're getting here, Colby, is
awesome, by the way.
We started with cable TV.
Correct.
And we started with over-the-air TV. Then we got to cable TV.
Yes.
Then we got to streaming services.
Correct.
And every company had their own streaming service. Well, now we're getting to where streaming services are all now owned by, like radio at one point got to, right? Where you've got all of these radio stations owned by like 2 or 3 companies.
Correct.
And now streaming services are there. Because, you used to have your HBO, you had your Disney, you had your Netflix, you had your Hulu, you had whatever. And now you're going to have like 2 companies running all of the main streaming services, because now Disney owns Hulu.
Right.
And ESPN.
Right.
And now you're going to have Netflix owning Max, or back to HBO Max now.
Right.
And where does Paramount Plus fit into all of this? And you're going to have like two companies that are charging you 9 times for subscription services.
Well, it's also eliminating some subscription services
right.
for you, right?
Consolidating.
Right. So here's my thinking on this is, as far as the entertainment is concerned, having Netflix being over well, let's just be honest, the only thing I'm really worried about in this whole situation is the DC Comics movie and cinema mark.
Right.
And having Netflix money behind it, and also having their ability to watch things grow,
right?
Because that's what Netflix has been doing for a while, is watching things grow, watching Stranger Things grow, and making sure, even well past when most people are like, I've moved on, they're still doing things with Stranger Things for the fans that still are there. And I love that aspect of it.
And to me, to your point a little bit, Netflix has become, in the past 5 years especially, more than just a streaming service. Like Hulu, that's a streaming service.
Right.
They have Hulu original programming.
Right.
But Hulu's original programming is produced by somebody else, and they buy the rights to it. Netflix has its own production company.
Correct.
Netflix is a movie company now. They're on par with, DreamWorks and Miramax. I'm going really way back with my but you know what I mean. Like, they're production companies now. And that's what Netflix is. So to your point, that should maybe give you a little excitement about what they can do with your DCU.
That gives me a little excitement. Not that I'm saying this is going to happen, but the potential for this to happen would be a little bit better. With Gunn and Safran running about, may having a movie or two or here, or maybe a series where they go ahead and let Zack Snyder have control of some stuff, because he's a little Netflix baby. He's had his Netflix run and been cool with them. And the idea of, the DC universe having that, and then saying, hey, is there any part of this you want to go through? Having a more open mind and not having the folks over at Warner Brothers and whatnot just really crying about they need it to be boom or bust. Right. And Netflix is like, we really just want you to make content and just keep doing it, and we're cool because it'll catch enough people.
Right.
That's having that changes the narrative on things not being able to grow and manifest and garner a fandom and get people to be interested in it and keep giving you the content that you want. Right. And that is something that the bigger companies have lacked the ability to do. Like Disney trying to make content for everybody and then ended up making content for nobody.
For nobody.
Right? Well, now you have a lesser mass appeal need on your things that you're making, and more of, we just need to be to where that the fans of this like it enough that they watch it.
Right.
And that can be nothing but good for us as entertainment consumers that have it to where it's for the fans of the product. Now, the only person that I can think of that's not down with this, and maybe the reason why this thing's getting held up, is one Tony Khan.
What does Ricardo Montalban have to do with all this?
No, not Khan! Tony Khan, who is the big guy over at A&W Wrestling, and also
Root beer.
Over into AEW, not A&W. Wrestling, who is right now on that TNT TBS channel, which that's pretty much your Warner Brothers TV, right?
Yep.
The other thing that's Warner Brothers owned is that HBO Max is where you go see your AEW shows that you missed. Maybe it's if you're just streaming, you don't do any live TV, that's where you get your AEW from. And the thinking is that Netflix buys this and they're able to get this and they're in bed with WWE. Do they allow AEW to still have a streaming home with Netflix to offer that up? Or do they sit there and go, no, you're a direct competitor to something that we're married to, and we don't want you here? Which I can see both sides. I can see Netflix being like, we don't care. Just more people watching is more people watching. We're cool. Or they could simply not be. Right. So that's the one of the things that's really big in this Netflix deal. I'm hoping it happens. I'm hoping it happens.
You're hoping it works out the way you hope it works out.
I am, because this looks more solid than what's currently underneath. Obviously, if they're trying to sell it, your DC universe, this looks more solid. Netflix looks more solid to me, and that's been the trouble with DC movies in the past. Is the changing of guards and the changing of bosses and people coming in with stupid ideas to ruin great stuff that was supposed to happen, but they didn't let it happen because, they're morons. And they did have nothing that smart or should have been in charge of anything regarding comic books. And here they were telling people, no, this is how it's going to be. And looking at group studies and every other moronic thing. Good God, I hate you group at AT&T. Anybody that had in charge of all of that happened with the DC universe that made it so crappy, I hope you never, ever, ever get any chance to ruin anything in entertainment again. Please go away, and I don't know, work on washing machines. Just stop doing anything else. And, that's my thing, is I want my DC universe to be awesome. And this might be a way to have it be awesome. So
I'm excited for you, Colby.
I'm hoping so. There you go. There's Colby Sapp's Mystery Shotgun. As we end that and worm our way right into... Do we need to take a break real quick before we get into college football?
I have to pee so bad right now.
All right, so coming up next, we're doing the little college football talk, and then Tim might hand it to me for some news and notes where I've got stories about Florida. That's all coming up on the Colby Sapp IndyCarTim Show.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hey, folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. What is turf life? It's pretty much if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Although it may seem tempting to go without health care insurance, the financial risk far outweighs the gain you may experience. For example, did you know if you simply broke your leg, it could cost you nearly $7,500? Put on top of that a hospital stay, you could be looking at $10,000 to $15,000. Ensuring that you don't go uncovered is so important, as according to CNBC, high medical bills are the highest contributing factor to why Americans end up taking money out of their retirement savings, or worse, find themselves filing bankruptcy. So go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. Now, depending on your income, you can get plans for zero premium. Our experts will guide you through the process effortlessly. They will shop many plans and find the one that's right for you. I called and I have full health coverage through Florida Blue for zero monthly premium. It's a free call. So why go uncovered? It's a huge risk. Go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. That's 800-669-1505.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go. Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to the Colby Sapp IndyCarTim Show right here on FanStream Sports. It is Wednesday, my dudes.
And courtesy of Simon and Simon Garfunkel.
Simon and Schuster and Garfunkel.
Uh-huh.
As we continue to try to one-up each other comedically. And fell miserably.
That's right.
Colby, it is that time of year.
It is.
And I don't mean Christmas, as the calendar has turned to December on us.
Right.
But for me, who's not a Christmas fan, that means college football playoffs.
It does.
That is my holiday, sir.
It does, and this is crap.
And it's especially joyful for me this year.
This is so much crap.
It is so joyful for me this year, Colby, because for the first time ever, when I say ever, I mean like this thing's only been going on for a couple of years.
Right.
Your and my Texas A&M Aggies,
not mine,
are in the college football playoff, regardless of that little snafu down in Austin that we won't speak about again because we did a freaking whole segment on it.
We did.
I feel like I got it out of my system.
Good.
The Aggies are in the playoff, although they still got screwed by the committee, as a lot of teams feel that they did. But at least they got screwed and they're in.
Right.
Because, Colby, if the Aggies are going to survive past the second round, they have to beat Miami at home, which I'm pretty confident about that game. That doesn't worry me. But then they will have to meet Ohio State.
Correct.
In the second round.
Right.
To get to the semifinals.
I don't think that's happening, bud.
I don't know. The way Indiana was able to manhandle them defensively, I have renewed hopes. But, yeah, you're probably right.
Right. I think that just woke them up, and now they're pissed.
You think they're just pissed. That's, you know what? That's
probably right. But let's look at the bracket as it stands as the final college football playoff bracket came out. And here in your first, so the 4 teams that earned buys, you're now number 1, Indiana Hoosiers. No, this is not a basketball bracket. As Indiana wins the Big Ten outright for the first time since 1947.
Where's Gene Hackman?
And then for the first time, if you want to call a shared Big Ten title, that went back to, 67, 68, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Ohio State will have a bye. Number 3, Georgia will have a bye. And Colby, the Texas Tech Red Raiders at 4 will have a bye.
That is insane.
How cool is that, though?
You know what? I am all right with that. And most of the time I tell people just to go ahead and lower your guns. It's not that cool. I'm all right with it.
You're okay with our guns up now?
You can go ahead and have you can have your guns up right now. You can do your thing. Keep your guns up for as long as you can until somebody finally tells you can't do that anymore because it's not cool.
Well, I will tell you that I like the Red Raiders' path. So they will meet the winner of 5 Oregon and 12 James Madison. So Oregon, who I think, they match up very well against and have every opportunity to win that game.
I am, you know what? I am more upset. You can just call me, I think it's ironic because I am Atlantis more upset right now at the fact that I didn't even realize till like a week ago that James Madison had a football team to now they're in the college football playoffs while my Horns sit at home. I think that is the most, that is the thing that gives me the most diarrhea.
So I'm getting to that.
Okay.
All right. That is on our plate.
Okay, good.
But I have to push away the other peas and the corn so they don't touch that because we're getting to that in a minute.
All right.
Yeah, so Texas Tech will just play Oregon probably, and then they will meet the winner of the second round, which is Indiana against the winner of Alabama, Oklahoma. Right? So they'll probably Indiana. So that'll be tough.
That'll be worth.
All right, but then you have in the first round, okay, as we mentioned, James Madison and Oregon play the first round. Alabama, Oklahoma. Tulane and Ole Miss. And I know this sounds weird, Colby. We're not really doing predictions, but I'm taking Tulane in that game.
At least I was aware that Tulane had a football team.
Tulane showed me something, man, in that game against North Texas. I'm sorry. Wait, was that the game?
You don't believe in the mean green?
Do you believe in the mean green? No, I watched so much college football this weekend, I'm forgetting who I watched.
Okay.
I really like Tulane, though, man. The Green Wave. Yeah, they showed me a little bit of something in that American Conference title game where Ole Miss, without their coach, without half their coaching staff.
Yeah.
I might take me some Tulane in that game. Then you have Colby at Kyle Field. And why this is an 11 a.m. kickoff.
Because that's what happens.
And we get to watch a 6:30 p.m. kickoff between Oregon and JMU.
Stupid.
Why would they do that? But anyway, we have an 11 a.m. kickoff between the Aggies and the Miami Hurricanes.
Probably because it's in Oregon or whatnot, and they're like, man, we make them wait till we have them play at 11. They'll be playing at 9 o'clock their time.
8 o'clock morning kickoff?
Yeah. I'm awake. Well, the football game already started. Damn it.
Gross. So, yeah, so your teams that were out, all right, we knew there was going to be controversy.
We did.
And the controversy was going to, and this is all because of the ACC championship game, where Duke beats Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech. And wins the ACC with 5 losses.
It's just dumb.
So normally you take your conference champions, right? Well, you're not taking a 5-loss Duke team.
You're not.
Although, you know what? You should.
No, you shouldn't.
I don't care how many losses you have. If you win your conference, you should be in. I don't care the way it's set up now. Am I saying this is how it should be? No.
Okay.
The way it's set up now, if Duke wins their and it's because of the stupid ACC tiebreakers is the whole reason that Miami didn't play in it. But because of that, on the bubble you had Texas, 3-loss Texas.
Right.
You had the Notre Dame Fighting Irishmen at 10-2.
They were so mad.
Man, they were. And then you had the Miami, by the way, who pulled out of their bowl game, right? I thought Catholics didn't pull out.
Well,
Now we know they do.
on certain occasions.
And then the Miami Hurricanes were also on the bubble. And to me, Alabama was kind of on the bubble after that loss to Georgia in the SEC title game. I didn't think Alabama was getting in. But the teams out, first teams out were, well, technically Texas was the third team out, even though they were ranked 12.
Right.
Because of the way whatever. Because it's stupid, that's why. So they don't get in. And Notre Dame doesn't get in. And Notre Dame throws a fit.
They do. They throw a public fit.
Freaking crybaby of a football team that doesn't have a conference.
Started stomping.
So here's my message to Notre Dame, Colby, and let me know if you agree. If you don't, cool. Notre Dame, you lost to Miami, who's in the playoff. You lost to Texas A&M, who's in the playoff.
Uh-huh.
Here are your wins, Notre Dame. And you tell me why you think your strength of schedule is even mentionable. Purdue.
Okay, no.
Arkansas.
Not really.
Boise State. North Carolina State.
I don't think so.
USC.
Used to be good.
Boston College.
Nope.
Navy.
Okay.
Pitt.
Oof.
Syracuse. And Stanford.
Oh.
What win was a big win? USC, maybe. One big win on your schedule.
Yes.
And you tell me why you think you belong without the benefit of playing in a conference championship, because you don't have a conference to play in.
No. You're Notre Dame.
Although,
you don't need a conference.
in 24 other sports, you're in the ACC.
Right.
Every sport except for football.
Don't want to do it.
So you know what, Notre Dame? I hated you before. You're now the Eagles to me.
Wow.
I cannot, and I never liked Notre Dame before, ever. But now, dude, it sucks because I like Marcus Freeman. I think he's a good coach.
Right.
But, dude, that is the biggest crybaby move. You know what? If you don't like it, go join a damn conference.
All right. Well, I mean, they showed they didn't like it, and their response was to take their ball and go home.
And you took your ball and you went home, and you're not going to play
Ski, you
in a championship game. And look,
go home.
Here's how I feel about all of these teams who have opted out of their bowl game. I know bowl games don't matter anymore, like they did 50 years ago. I don't think they mattered before the playoff started, right?
No.
They're so watered down. But for the players, for these seniors, that's their last go-around. That is their last hurrah for their college football career. Most of these guys are not getting drafted.
Nope.
And I know that there's different reasons why teams have, it's not every team that bowed out of a bowl game. It's because they're butthurt for not getting in the playoff.
No.
I know there were reasons, right? You're losing half your team in the transfer portal, right? You lost your coach. Those are all valid reasons. I would hope, even though that's the case, you would let the players decide, right? Instead of your stupid athletic director, Notre Dame, Devekwa, whatever the hell his name is.
No, man, you can't have trouble with that name. It had too many French syllables in it.
Instead of him just going, yeah, you know what, screw you, college football, we're not playing. Well, did you poll the seniors?
Probably Catholics.
Did you? Who don't pull out? Did you talk to your players? Did you talk to your coaching staff? Because I'm hearing that wasn't the case. And for not just Notre Dame, any team that pulls out because you just don't want to play, I would hope that the players had some sort of decision in this. Because if they didn't, you are doing a disservice to your fans and a disservice to your roster and a disservice to your seniors who would like to go out with one more win in a bowl game. Whether those bowl games matter to the fans or not, it's not important. Does Mr. Joe Blow Sr., who's a senior second-string linebacker, who's probably going to get a chance to play, maybe for the first time all year.
Right.
Because the guy in front of him's transferring. I bet you he wants to play. And win or lose, he'll have stories to tell his grandkids. Man, I got to play in the Citrus Bowl. I got to play in the Pop-Tart Bowl as a senior. I hate that. That's what I hate. That's part of college football I hate. Now, all of that to say, the way the bracket is set up is I don't like it, okay? I don't like it. I don't like that you have automatic bids for anybody. I don't care what conference you're in.
I think it should go by rankings and rankings alone.
Top 12 teams get in. Just use the AP poll. We use the AP all year to rank teams until for some reason we have a new poll for the college football committee to make, right? And then all of a sudden we go by that.
And for the teams that didn't make it in, but you somehow won your championship, cool. That's your title then.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yep.
Right? But because you sucked for part of the season or whatever, you didn't make it into the top 12 of national rankings, then you don't get in.
It's like the NFL. You could have by the way, I don't like this either in the NFL, to where you get an automatic bid in the playoffs because you win your division.
Right.
Well, sometimes we see teams go 9-8.
We've seen
8-9.
Yeah.
And win your division and you get a playoff bid? That's not fair.
I mean, it isn't, except for a couple times it's happened for the Cowboys. I was okay with it.
And then we'll take it.
Yeah.
But what about second place in the other division that finished, 12-4?
Yeah.
But they finished behind the team that finished 13-3 or whatever at the time. It's so, yeah. And the other argument here, to the point you were making earlier about James Madison getting in, Tulane getting in.
Yes.
And not letting teams like Texas get in, or other, and I'm not even going to say Notre Dame, but other teams on the bubble, right?
Right.
I don't know how I feel about this. If you're going to call it the college football playoff, I feel like you have to allow college football teams to get in. And that means Tulane. That means James Madison. Now, does that mean that they should get in based on the fact that they won their conference? No.
No.
If James Madison, North Texas, South Florida, Central Florida, whoever, if you're in the top 12 at the end of the year in the final poll, then you get in the playoffs.
That's how it works. That's how it works. That's how it should work.
And look, James Madison, they weren't even Division I football until 2 years ago.
Had no idea.
You want to jump up to Division I? Well, these are the rules you have to play by. It's going to be harder for you to get into the playoff and win a title than if you were in Division or whatever they call it, FCS. Mm-hmm. Right? Because you can go win an FCS title. Oh, you want to jump to the big boys and play FBS now? Well, then you're going to play by the same rules. You don't get automatic bids. You finish in the top 12 and you get in the playoff.
Yes.
You don't.
That's right.
To me, that's how. I don't think you should exclude any conference, but it should be the top 12 teams. I don't care what conference you're in.
Correct.
If there's 5 SEC teams and 6 Big 12 teams in the top 12, wait, that doesn't add up to 12. 6 and 6, whatever. Then those are the teams that get in. Sorry, Big 10. You're out.
Right.
You didn't have a good team this year. So why do you get an automatic bid?
You shouldn't.
I don't I don't like that. I think it's like, to me, the NHL was better. And I don't know if you remember this time or not. It was back in the 80s, Colby, before the Stars moved here. When you literally they had divisions, right?
Right.
But they didn't keep points by division. You didn't have a division champion. It was the top 6 teams in the Campbell Conference, and regardless of what division you were in, by points.
Top in the Earl Conference.
And the top in the Earl Campbell Conference. And that's how you seeded the playoffs.
Right.
Division winners didn't get in. It was by points. The top 6 in points of each conference got in, right? So, boom.
NBA's got it right.
Why can't you do that in the NFL? I understand it's going to be a little more difficult. You're going to have different tiebreaker, whatever. But it'll work. College football, why do we even have the AP poll then during the season? What's the freaking point? Because it doesn't mean anything. Because after week 7?
Right.
They start the college football playoff poll. And that's what we used. Well, why does it have to be different? I don't understand. It's money.
It is money.
It's money. ESPN owns the college football playoff. In case you didn't know, you guys, ESPN owns the college football playoff.
ESPN.
So, look, Texas, would I have rather seen Texas in than Miami? Absolutely. Do I think Miami's deserving? Yeah. Do I think Texas is deserving? Yeah.
I mean, you should have beat Florida, but yeah. You're more
right.
To your point, you're more deserving, I think, than Tulane and James Madison. That's the only argument.
Right.
Like if those two teams weren't in there and you had two other teams that were better than Texas was because they had that loss to Florida and they made it in, then there's no reason for anybody to cry about anything. Game's over. Let's go watch the playoffs. I'll see how far Texas Tech goes because I guess that's the team I'm rooting for during this playoffs.
Big time. Yeah.
So there you are. But because it's not like that, I guess it's just one more thing with college football that we have to sit and kick around because they have yet to fix completely. We thought it was going to be fixed at some point because we kept moving to this playoff schedule.
I still like it better than it was with the BCS or
Of
before
course.
playoff.
Of course.
Big time.
Of course. But now we're here. And we still have something to argue about. So there you are. So, Tim, I think it's time for you to find a way to put a bow on this bitch and wrap this thing up, sir.
We are the Colby Sapp IndyCarTim Show here every Wednesday at fanstreamsports.com, YouTube, Facebook, X, Kick, and Twitch.
Let's kick it.
Back on Kick and Twitch, if that's a thing. All right, for Colby, FanStream Sports, for Turf Life, for Golf Central Magazine, for Tom's Town, and what's the other one? I forgot our other sponsors. Probably wasn't very smart. Was
No, not to say what's
Orion Golf.
Yeah,
and for Orion Golf, you guys stop being mid. Remember, 6'7", and we'll see you.